Welcome back to another AFSTREAM, AFSTREAM of consciousness, or whatever you want to call it. It's Friday, September 26th, and we're here. We made it to the end of this week. I just got back from my doctor, physical, my yearly physical. I think it's important to take care of yourself physically. So yeah, just it's just really really important, especially like as you get older, things change and things, it's just what it is. Got to take care of your health. Or, you know. Shout out to Jadinen. I see you in the chat. We're streaming on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. So wherever you're watching from, hello. It is overcast today. I was talking about how much we love the sun, but hey, today it is all cloudy here. So um, it is what it is, Man, I did my blood work yesterday and they took 9 vials from me. And let me tell you something. When they take 9 vials, I like, first of all, I don't really like giving blood or just the whole process of it. I can't even like watch. I always like go like this and I put on my headphones and kind of act like a maniac a little bit. But it just is what it is. But yeah, I gave 9 vials and it was rough. So I just, don't like, just don't like anything about, going to a doctor or anything like that. It makes you, anyways, but we're here and we made it. And I was like, I'm not going to miss this stream. I'm going to get on this stream and make it happen. I'm going to work more on Zodiac and see how far we can take it. It's really coming along not really, really actually nicely. If you haven't watched the stream from yesterday, we added like a lot of little details, little layering stuff, little, transitional stuff, just, little bells and whistles to make the track come to life. And also I was listening to this, remix that I had done back in 2000. I think it was back in 2011. It could have even been, 2010. I don't even know, but my girl was saying how like much bolder my music, was. And of course, back then my, music was really, really EDM, and that was like the boom of EDM. So I was like right like in the heart of it all. But I was like, man, there was this level of cool, like just like, freedom within my like, music back then. Just experimenting and then, just it's just life. But pop music found me, and then I started kind of producing pop music. And for pop music, you can't go all crazy. For the most part, you want to make things that are more digestible. So I feel like I really pulled myself back into, like, I had to kind of like tone it down, if that makes any sense. But back then everything was so experimental for me, and I would just like, yeah. So I don't know, I want to just having that conversation with Evo yesterday. She was like, yeah, like, look, and like, she was saying like your music right now is great too, but it's definitely more tamed and more, it's just, different. It's a little bit more pop leaning versus back then it was just more like, electronic leaning. So I'm going to see if I can bring some of that raw, hard hitting stuff to Zodiac, let's see what happens. By the way, we are streaming across Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. Please like and sub and share. Let's just grow this as much as we can. I want to reach the world through our streams, so the more the better. And if you watch this after the stream because you're sleeping right now, because if you are in Asia, for example, you are most likely sleeping, or if you're like up, then you have some sleeping issues. I see Anka in the chat. Let's go. I caught myself humming the tune. of it to myself this morning. I love it so much. Aw. I'm excited to actually listen to it. Again, like the thing I love is I love to come back and just with fresh ears and see what we've done. But it sounds really cool. It does sound cool. Also, I really enjoyed the end of the stream yesterday uh with the with my moon rising and learning about myself in that way. It explained a lot. I learned a lot about myself in a sense because there is this weird, I do have a conflicting thing that I have within myself. And I feel like, you know, again, this is just me and my thoughts here, but I think that does make sense that the day I was born, the moon sign changes, right? And I don't know what time I was born. So I could be either actually Capricorn or I could be, Aquarius. But maybe I'm both and I have that conflicting thing, and I feel like so much of my default, there's so much stuff in the Capricorn that is a lot of my default, I feel. And I feel like in like in the Aquarius, I had to like learn that, uh learn those traits, if that makes any sense. But it's all very exciting. And who knows, maybe on this stream, later on we'll do some Brazil in the house. I see you, Brazil. Obrigado. I see, like I'll see like if I can learn about my sun rising, right? Because there's moon rising, sun rising. Like, is there any other rising? Uh, I was talking to actually, Evo, and she was saying that she's a Cancer, but her moon rising is also Cancer, and her sun rising is also Cancer. So she's just like, whew. I'm like, that's cool. But anyways, learned so much about myself yesterday. It's cool. If you don't know about your moon rising or sun rising or just your signs in general, I think it's cool to learn about those things. They could be a good way to have a guide in your life. Not guide in a sense that you don't want to base your whole life on these things, but it's just one more thing to know about. And I think it's just all up to you how much you want to put, emphasis on, on those things. But to be honest with you, whatever that I read, it was incredible and pretty like spot on. So, um, okay, Anka says that's crazy. It's like the moon was shifting from Capricorn into Aquarius, and so are you throughout life. Yeah, yeah. It's like my like upbringing is like Capricorn, but then I had to become like Aquarius, and also there is something with the pattern of this shirt that just makes me feel like an Aquarius, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I've always I think that from the name itself is just it's kind of like bubbly. I don't know if that makes any sense. There's one sun, 2 moon, and 3 rising. So I'm a Leo sun, Libra moon, Leo rising. Okay, got it. You know what's so funny? So there is another comment here, and it's from Chris, and they're asking, "You gay?" And it's funny that you ask that because yesterday I was actually talking about this. So if you missed the whole actually gay, conversation, you should go actually watch that. But the short answer is no, I am not. I am fabulously not gay. That's gonna become my new thing, man. Whenever someone asks, I am fabulously not gay. But we are gonna learn about my actually sun rising today. I think that would be a cool thing. Let's listen to. By the way, one of the things I love about these streams as well is like I don't like, as long as you're being respectful and nice to each other and kind and stuff like that, as long as like that's the case, like I don't care, I don't mind, whatever you want to say you can say. I think that's the beautiful thing about life. You have the freedom to ask anything. And but it is funny, it's like Like I don't make it any actually easier for myself to not come off as gay. I feel with got that purple microphone, got the vibes, got the purple desk, you know, all that stuff. But fabulously not gay. I'm gonna do a stream where it's fabulously not gay. But you know, the goal would be for me, like I've always had this, not always had this vision, but when you know this whole fabulously not you know gay thing came up, I was like, man, it would be cool to be the first like straight artist to be on Gay Times on the cover, and it says fabulously not gay. That would be cool. So anyone from Gay Times, if you see this and if you see the vision, it would be cool because you know I think there are a lot of straight guys. There are a lot of straight guys out there that do get hit on, or they, or you know, people think that they might be gay. And if you are not really secure within yourself and like who you are and all that stuff, I can see how it can be bothersome for you. You know, it could be really bad. Because not that being gay is bad. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is like when someone thinks you're something that you're not, especially like if you're young or if you are not kind of secure within yourself, it becomes a challenge for you. So if you are seeing this, I'm a straight male who's dealt with "Are you gay?" question all their life, and I continue to do so literally on stream. Are you gay? And I'm not gay, and that's okay. And if you do go through that, just know you have to be comfortable within yourself. You have to be comfortable within your uh, skin and sexuality and all that stuff. And to be honest with you, like I love everyone. I could be gay, straight. I don't care left, right, up, down. Like I love everyone. As long as you are a good person, I don't care what you are. Um, and I think that's what actually music for me comes in because you know music has no sexuality, no gender, no race, no color, no language, no borders, no, you know, it has nothing. It has no race. Music is just music. You either vibe with the music. We could all be just here right now. And if we like something, we like it. You don't like it, you tune out. It's all good, you know? Um, but, anyways, I'm not gay. I am fabulously not gay. I just have to make a track called Fabulously Not Gay. I think that has to happen. Okay, we are back on Zodiac. And let's see. Let's do it. By the way, before we actually get into Zodiac, I just wanted to say something about Anka. And she said something yesterday that really stuck with me. And I think it was beautiful. I read something in the I think it was the Aquarius or maybe Capricorn, like the moon, you know, rising, and like one of like the traits is you want the world to be a better place, and then I said, well, who wants the world to be a worse place? And then what actually Anka said really stuck with me. It was a beautiful thing. She said, it's not that people want the world to be the worst place. It's that they don't do anything to add to the world to make it a better place. And I think that I was like, wow, this girl is different. And it's an amazing thing. It's so important, man. I think one of the most important things in life in general is just, it's the small things just to make the world a little bit better. And I think it's good to have that. And if you don't have that trait by default, just go out of your way to actually do that because it makes you feel better and it makes you feel like it's a very selfish move. Like you know, selfishly you'll feel amazing when you go out of your way to make the world a little bit better. You know, and it could be as small as you hold the door open for someone, or whatever. You just smile at someone. You know what I mean? Like just whatever. But I think it's a beautiful thing, and I just wanted to say, Anka, if you are actually watching this, um, thank you for that because I loved that perspective. That was amazing. And please, whoever's watching this, whenever I say something, I would love perspective. And that was a perspective that was a per, that was a that was a perspective that kind of added to my life. It was like black or white, and she was like, no, there is this gray area. The gray area is, it's not like that they don't want to make the world, or they don't want the world to be a better place. They just don't go out of the way to make the world a better place. Beautiful. Again, fabulously not gay. Okay, sorry. I'm like, why is this so quiet? All right, I'm gonna turn up the music, so I might get a little bit loud on your end. Oh man, that's freaking awesome. I just had this idea quickly. I'm like, why don't I add... By the way, this... I want to add this giant... Why not add that to the mix? Let's add some big okay, so let's see. See, because then it kind of keeps the momentum going. This song is coming along really, really, really nicely. And I hope if you've been watching this, I hope that I've shared a few things here and there that has helped you in your own creative way and your process. Most of the time I don't know what I'm talking about, but when it comes to this music stuff, I know a little bit about what I'm talking about. And again, the most beautiful thing about like the process of making music and all that stuff is like, you know, we all have our own ways, right? It's like like not one person has a similar workflow as like, you know, the other, you know, person. And I think it's just about being able to learn from someone's like, you know, workflow or just like the way of thinking. I think when you have like actually like access to someone's like, you know, way of thinking, uh, it helps you kind of add more tools to your toolbox. So if anything, you know, from these streams, I would like to have access to you and your thoughts, and you have access to me and my thoughts, and also together, it's like it's a beautiful way of learning about just life and music and production and just ways of being, I guess, you know, because you know, sometimes being a person can get overwhelming. And we all need a little bit of like a point of reference of like, I can live my life because that's how they're living it, and I can too, or whatever. Um, Once again, I don't know what I'm talking about, but if it makes sense, it makes sense. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna start kind of fading them out so they. I see Tommy Montana, ciao ciao ciao, from Italy. Anka says it has been so helpful to watch your process. Creativity builds on creativity. Absolutely. Working on my painting again today, and this song has been playing for most of my work on it so far. Let's go. That makes me so happy. That's awesome. That's cool. You know, if you think about it, you know, like, you know, when you actually go to like a music festival, and then you have like the artist, not all music festivals, but some music festivals, they have like a, you know, a painter where they're like actually painting the music, or the, you know, they're actually painting like a mural or something, and they're kind of taking the inspiration from like whatever like the DJ's playing. And this is kind of similar in like in, you know, like in that sense. It actually would have been so cool if we could watch on screen too, like what you are painting at the same time, you know. That would have been cool. Why is this not playing? What the heck? Okay, here we go. Cool. Let's see. By the way, let me know where you are watching from, wherever you're watching from. I know that we got Italy in the house, we got Finland in the house, um, we got LA in the house. I love that. I want to do immersive art experiences where people can do stuff like that together. It's a really cool idea, man. It's a really cool idea. We need more art than ever. You know, um, the cover art for Bada Boom, if you have heard it yet, I'm sure you have. I've been actually posting about it. My last song that just dropped last week. The cover art actually is a real painting. It's based on a real painting, which is my girl's uncle, who is this painter, and I just thought it'd be cool to use a real painting as the cover art, because there's so much like AI happening right now too, and I'm like, I think it's so important to have that human element. And I think at the end of the day, I think that's something that we'll all have at the end. It's like that real human touch to the world, you know? Because I know, like, they say like AI is based on everything that's already been done, like the generative AI, but I still think there's so much more to be expressed through art, and we have yet to express it, and it's up to us to express it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a thing where they alternate. So you hear one, and then you hear the second one. It's kind of like the actual, like the almost like the actual, you know, mirroring of the first sound, but you'll hear it quieter in the mix, almost not even hear it, but kind of feel it. But I want the movement to be more. So like if you think about it, the actual breathing happens on the second beat in the climax, which we go up here. Let me see if I'm showing this right. Yeah, okay, you guys can see it. But so the breathing here, let me move this up so we can have them next to each other, so I can explain my thought process of why I'm doing what I'm doing. So see where 53 is, right here is the first bar, and these breaths hit on the second and the fourth and the sixth, right? So it goes nothing, and then breath, nothing, breath, nothing, breath, and it's like and these horns with the breath, right? And then when it gets to the B section, it switches to, now you're hitting the first and you don't hear the second. So it kind of like flips, but you're still hearing the same thing, but just like flipped. I hope that makes sense. I'm not sure if I'm explaining that, if I'm being articulate with it, but I think I explained that pretty clearly, at least to my knowledge. That's beautiful. Humanity needs more art. I think we all artists, but some people have just tapped into the artistry. Have not just tapped. Yeah, I think we're all born artists. I agree. I think you're just born artists, and then you know, you lose it like along the way, because you know there's this life that someone else has kind of created for us to tap into, and most people don't have the actual courage to just be like, no, that's not me. I'm gonna do me. And again, if it was an easy thing, then we wouldn't have all these other things in life. So I don't think like every single person in the world should be an artist. I don't think that should be the way. But if you are truly an artist in your heart, I think you should fight for that feeling. And never let it go, to me that's your responsibility, regardless of what the society wants, you know. Yeah, it made sense. It definitely made sense to you. I know. I just wonder if it makes sense to the average person who doesn't have that way of thinking. But I think I actually explained it pretty good. I do kind of estimate my explaining ability or my teaching ability, but I did a good job. But yeah, anyways, I think it's like the mirror of this, except it only happens for the climax. It happens on the 2s and the 4s and the 6, and on this one it happens on 1, 2, or 1, 4. Sorry, on 1, 3, 5, and then it goes back again. It's kind of a cool way to mirror, like. I think even just your way of living can be a form of art. To be honest, life is art. Honestly, I agree with you 100,000%. I think at some point, you become your art, if that makes any sense. It becomes all of you, and I agree with that statement. I mean, you see someone like for example, like a Salvador Dali, right, who was like this amazing painter, who pretty much later on became his art. Like he was like Salvador Dali was like the art, you know, like the actual person was the art. And I think that is very, very true. So here's a cool trick that I will do, and I've done that on the other section, and I've showed this before on the previous streams. But basically I'm going to put a filter on this sound. So instead of hitting straight on, I'm going to have it hit, or I'm just going to filter it up. So it goes like, so it's even more powerful and kind of more dynamic. And it kind of sounds like a breathing thing. Like, so there's like a decay to it. Then there's a release. There's a decay, like a short decay, and then release. So let's see how it sounds. And then see like the cool thing is it's like you can make the sound so dynamic. So you don't I think that's the cool thing with this filtering trick. You can make it as dynamic as possible. Nice. I liked all of them except the first one needs to come in a little stronger. I took too long for it too. So I'm gonna do this. Even stronger than that. It needs to come in a little stronger. That's nice. And per usual, you want to roll off those low ends, low frequencies, because we don't need them. And also, I will sidechain the kick to that sound because when that kick hits, I want that kick to always break through. And this is a great way to find some isolation for that kick sound. So let's find the kick which exists here. And I think that sounds pretty cool. Yeah, I could visualize it as you were saying it. Fabulous explanation. Amazing. Thank you. That's good. That is good to know. And again, this is my first time doing stuff like this. So as I basically do it more, I'll get more comfortable in the fact that I am actually making more sense, making sense. You become your art. I love that. Oh my God, I'm putting that on a shirt. Yeah, you should. But it's true. I mean, you need to, actually hold on one second. I need to take this phone call. I think it's from my doctor. 1 second. Just 1 second, guys. I am on the phone with my doctor, getting some stuff done. But I'll be right back. I mean, I'm right here. I'm just gonna have my mic muted. Okay. Great, great. Thank you. Bye. All right. I am almost back. Let me just draw. Let me plug this in. Okay, here we go. Here we are. Back on the stream. I have a deviated septum, my nose, and I have to get it fixed. So I'm gonna have a surgery on my nose probably later this year, at the end of this year, most likely. And yeah, that's what that was about. That's cool. Ooh. That's cool. That's nice for the intro. So there's this one thing that I want to fix. I think it's the big drums against those the bass line. Okay, let's see. I think it's this sound. We don't need this sound because it's interfering with the big pop, 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 pop. So see, now that we have added those drums, we got to make sure that they are not interfering with, like this is not interfering with that sound. So it's cleaner. but you're taking it out instead of painting it in. That's cool. And then here, also we just take it out here too. Everything has to work in harmony together. Nothing should be on top of each other. You know? Actually, also, what I was saying before I got the phone call from my doctor, that you actually become your art. You know, when you do something for so long, like if you are an artist, chances are, like if you're like professionally an artist doing this, right? Chances are like you're doing this every day. Like I've been doing this for like 20 years, almost every day. This is what I do. This is my life. So I would have to be so naive to think that this hasn't affected me as a person. So the way I see the world, and you know, and like also sometimes, not sometimes, I am an like idealist in a sense that like I like to, you know, like I like to give actually people the benefit of the doubt. I like to give situations the benefit of the doubt. I like to have this idealistic lens, and I think my, you know, music in general is like an idealistic way of life. But real life like it doesn't work that way necessarily. So you do have to learn that and live that too. You can't just live your art. Not saying you can't, but you can. But I think there are things to be learned on the other side of your art. If like art is your life, and it's all beautiful and it's all valid. By the way, Anka, do you have like a you know website or someplace where we can see your art portfolio? Because you said my art portfolio is basically a journal of my life, which I can relate to because that's how mine is. Every chapter has been written and written about, and I have shared it through music. By the way, the B section, I want to add like a delay to these notes. So. That ending we can have like a delay. Maybe like that. And also, I am going to bounce the piano track and the other track in place because we are going to commit. We are all about commitment here. We are committing to what we're creating. Definitely need some water at some point. Gotta get myself some water. Some water. Cancel. No. Can't have any distortion or clipping. Gonna bring that down to that 0.5 is good. Rebouncing it. By the way, I see you, chat. If you haven't liked or subscribed, like, sub. If you like this stream and if you're actually learning something and if you want to sub, that would mean a lot. Also, if you don't, then you don't have to. Do whatever it makes you happy. But like and sub would be amazing. And also share it if you have a friend who likes hanging out and listening to new music, just music making process, or whatever else that we do on this chat. Let them know. Okay, piano. Nice. I've been also thinking about the other track that I did on stream. I forgot what I called it, but I want to also play that too, just to see what that sounds like. And then we'll come back to Zodiac. I have a new website that I am launching on Tuesday. Ooh, it has been private for a while because I just finished the collection concept I have been working on for the last 2-3 years. Wow, that's amazing. Well, Tuesday I'll be here and I'll be watching. If you send us a link here. But that's awesome. That's really, really cool. Congratulations. What did I call that one track? Let me see. Did I call it Fireworks? Is that the one? Let's see. Because that one is really cool too. $48. Okay. Sorry. When I open a session that's in 44.1, it messes up the whole thing. So I hope that my audio didn't go out. Hold on one second. 48. Okay. Sorry. When I open a session that's in 40. Yeah, I think it's fine for now. Let me. What was it called? Was it called main theme? Perhaps. I think this is also in 44.1. I gotta switch it to 48. Check 1, 2. Okay, we're back. Man, what did I call that song? It was a Thursday. Huh. I think this is what it, I think it's this one. I think it's this one. Save as, I'll just call it was a Thursday 48 for now, but we'll have to find a cool name for it. Okay, I think the audio, please let me know if like the audio is out of sync or not, but it should be on point, and I think it's fine. But yeah, this track I started on stream as well, which was cool. And I haven't listened to it since like 5 weeks ago, I think. So let's listen to this one. Also, if you have any ideas for a name for this track, let me know. I am open to any ideas. Anka says, thank you. I will send the link when it's live. Yeah, it's crazy because that festival I met you at in Mexico was like the start of my ideas creation for this collection. Wow, amazing. So we have met before. I wish I knew where we met. I mean, I'm sure it was like the Palm Tree Festival because that's the only festival I played in Mexico. But yeah, I wonder. But that's cool, man. That's amazing. I'm really excited to see what you've been working on and what you're thinking. And it's so cool that's when that like the ideas and stuff came to life. But check out this record and let's see if any ideas for a song title comes to this. But I love this one too. This one's cool too. I really like this one. This one has a lot of work to do, but I think the bones are pretty good. Interesting. Yeah, this is something I started on stream as well, and it's pretty interesting. Is that how far I've got with that one? That's it. I guess so. Yeah, I guess that's how far we got with that one. Definitely needs a lot of mixing just to make it sound like, but the bones are there. Yes, your girl came up to me and commented on liking my outfit, and I was wearing the first piece I had finished. I think it was the very first night at Mango Dag. Mango Dag. Interesting. I'm sure if I see your face, I'd be like, ah. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. But it's a beautiful thing regardless. We're here and we're creating, and I think that's beautiful. That's so awesome. That's really, really cool. It just always makes it that much more sweeter whenever I find out like we have actually met in person. That's cool. That's really cool. Are you actually based in Mexico, or are you like from the US, or were you just kind of visiting there, or were you there just for the festival? And also, what kind of name is Anka? I have all these questions now. Anka. That's a cool name. It sounds very like your name and your vibe in general. It sounds very like, I don't know, anime, or like very enchanted. I'd say that's the name. It's very enchanted. Anka. Sounds cool. By the way, it's so cool because I've had like other people on the stream that I actually they're from from actually Mexico, and they were here before as well, and it's so cool how many people I have met in person. That's awesome. I just love I just love it when that happens. That's really cool. So right off the bat, hearing this, what I will do is I would go to like the loudest part of the I think the loudest part is probably here. I think we need to EQ and boost some of those frequencies to make it sound a little bit. And also, I can put those in stereo so it sounds a little bit more stereo. So this is before. This is after. It kind of gives it a bit of a shimmer. Actually, I'll like boosting that top end. No, I'm from Denver, but Anka is just a nickname from Bianca. Ah, that's cool. I love Bianca too. Bianca is a great name. Bianca, Anka. They're both great. What if Bianca came? What if Bianca became Anka? You know what I mean? Think about that. The journey of Bianca becoming Anka, and then Anka finally becoming Bianca. Like, sometimes you have to lose a part of you and then to gain it back, but you kind of gain it back in such a stronger way. But they're both beautiful names. I love it. And also Denver. I haven't been to Denver necessarily, but definitely something I need to do. I'm gonna put a gain control on this thing. What's that plugin called? Is it pipeline stereo? No. This actually might work. I don't even know what pipeline is, to be honest. Oh, I think I kind of know, but oh my god, yes, I think about that all the time when I'm looking at my growth progress, development as a person. It's true. It's a very interesting story. It's just what it is, you know. Yeah, you know, sometimes you have to become a different person to really become the person you were meant to be. And for you to actually become a different person, you do have to disassociate from the thing you've known. So say like, you know, Bianca is what you've known, and now Anka is like the actual liberation and like the freedom that you get to do what you want without the baggage of Bianca, if that makes any sense. And I think it's all to serve Bianca, and you go back to Bianca, you know. I don't know. But I think both names are really great. I love it. I don't think, to be honest with you, I don't think I've met that many Biancas. And most Biancas are, I mean, if your name is Bianca, I think it's a cool name, period. Yeah, like stepping into the next version of yourself. Absolutely. 1000%. You just can't do it with I don't know, sometimes it's just as cliche as this sounds, it's just all about the journey. It really, 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 really is. And you know, I always say like in good times be grateful, and in hard times be graceful to yourself, and just keep moving forward. But now I'm split in two. Do I call her Anka? Do I call her Bianca? They're both sound enchanted to me. Ooh, what if I put a limiter on this thing? I love this part when it like takes off. It's very cool. But yeah, now I'm really excited to see your paintings, to see what they're all about. Why does that? What was I thinking? Sometimes I do something and I'm like, what was I thinking in that moment? You know, like it just gets quieter, like instead of it getting louder. For sure, cliche, but the journey really is the destination. I go by both now because literally, like you said, just like you said, they both serve Bianca. So it's all about serving Bianca, honestly. This is it. This is the original. Okay, good. I have the original MIDI. Okay, that's good. I have that at least. I'm not gonna lose that. I do, however, want to. You know, this might sound weird, but something about something about this track makes me feel like Bianca. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know what that means yet, but like low key, I wouldn't mind calling this track Bianca. It's because do you know what it is? I think it's because like it really has like a journey. It has like an arc. You know, and then like it just builds and then you have this moment of release. Wait, the other sound comes in. I don't know. It's cool. It's interesting. It's interesting. You said that you were a Leo, right? Leo and I think if I go back, I can probably figure out what you were. Leo Sun, Libra Moon, and Leo Rising. So what I need to learn is my Sun and my rising, whatever. I am straight vibing to this as I reminisce now on my journey over the last few years. Haha. I am Leo Sun, Leo Rising, Libra Moon. Okay, got it. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about it. There is a vibe. There is a vibe. Oh shit. Kimmy's in the chat. Never late, always on time. Don't you talk about being late. We're always on time. We are on our time. But if you must know, you can go back and watch. I was asked if I was gay on stream. Funny enough, we were talking about me having that in my life. And me saying I am fabulously not gay, but I had to deal with that today, which was funny. So anyways, welcome to the chat. Welcome back to another app stream. And also, yo, Bianca, and aka Anka, aka the greatest to ever do it. The greatest to put a paint on canvas. No, but yo, you low-key named this stream, man. I fucking love that. AFSTREAM. I am very, very, very grateful for anyone and whoever that's been part of this musical journey of mine. It's cool. I have what is called a stellium in Leo, which means I have full planetary placement. Wow. Yeah, I don't know about any of this stuff. Evo knows about all this stuff. She knows all of that, but I have no idea about stellium. What even stellium means? Sounds cool though. Stellium. Stellium is a tight cluster of 3 or more planets located in the same zodiac sign or astrological house within a person's birth chart, which creates a powerful concentration of energy and an intense focus on the traits of that sign and the life areas governed by that house. Wow, the planets involved are celestial bodies like the Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Very cool. Man, you know so much about that. That's really cool. So you're in Leo. You're stellium in Leo. Wow. I do wonder what is my all of that stuff. I do have to figure that out. That'd be cool. All right, let me see. Of non-mutable signs. LOL, I have a combination of both. I feel my Aqua and my Gemini compete with my Aries and Leo. Interesting. Desert Rose in the chat. I see you. Baby, know, baby, everything you love. Baby, oh, baby, you know everything that you love. Baby, everything you love. Oh, what I know you, everything is true, and it feels like oh, baby, oh, baby, you will I have the reverb on. Let me vibe out here. Let's see what happens. Let's see if anything comes. See if anything wants to check. I also like Stalium. Stalium is a cool name too. Stalium. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Stayed up, away late, away up, away up, away late. Stay up, away up, low, and it stayed every time everything is low. That's kind of interesting. Again, we don't question it. We just record it and then we figure out what to do with it. But that's interesting. I'm not gonna lie. There were some moments in there. Because I feel like this track, it could be an instrumental, of course, but I think we could, however, see if the vocal gods want us to have anything that's What key are we in? I don't even know what. Again, I'm a songwriter, not a song rememberer. I don't remember what I write. Just do it. So it's a. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. G. I think it's G minor. Let's see. Let's see how right or wrong are we here. Sometimes also I just like to create this kind of like a vocal textures, you know, it just, I don't know. I like that part. Sometimes just kind of, I don't know, I feel like that's kind of interesting. You guys please let me know too also if there's anything you feel. I see you, Desert Rose, in the chat. Something. Delayed response to you thanking me because I had paint on my hands. The feeling is mutual and your music has been inspiring my art. Oh, that's amazing. Aside from the musical knowledge, I'm learning so much from you. I sometimes feel silly when I don't have all the lyrics and only have a vibe. But I'm learning to put pen to paper and just do it 1000%. I end up with so much more than when I try to perfect it and make it a whole. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. I think again, like when it comes to the creative process, there is no like right way. There is no right way or wrong way. You know what I mean? I think it's just is. The creative process just is. I think just letting go of like just again, I think it's just about staying out of the way and let the stream flow until there's no more stream, and then you come back the next day and you're like, you know, this is good, or hey, this could be better. But that initial stream, there's only a small window when it's open, and it's like you have to really, really, really capture it and commit to it. Some hi-hats, yeah, I'm definitely gonna add some hi-hats. Hi from Slovakia. I see you, Panther. Hello, 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 hello. It's cool. And like also like if the vocals don't turn into anything, they're just gonna inspire other things. You know, it's kind of like the biggest thing is like being able to keep it rolling, whatever that you need to keep the vibes going. But let's see if we can add some hats. I do have some hats here. What are they doing? Ooh, okay. What is happening here? you just have to give yourself permission to do whatever the fuck you want. I think that's the main thing about life in general, but especially in the creative process. Like, it's all about playing. There's no wrong. Just gotta be completely unhinged. Just unhinged. Because at the end of the day, no one gives a fuck. Like, at all. So one of the tricks that I like to share with you here. By the way, there's like a bunch of birds that are like, they just keep they keep flying from this side. That it's so cool. It's really cool. Like they actually can't decide where they want to sit, so they just keep let me see if I can show you from here. I can probably show you from here. Let's see. I think at some point they're gonna start getting up, but let's see. Let's see if we can see them. If they're gonna get up. There's like a bunch down there right now, but it's so cool. You just kind of see the birds, but there's like oh, there you go. You see them? I don't know if you can see them on. Look, they're just dancing in the middle. That's so cool. And they just keep going down, going up and down. That's so funny. They just keep dancing. Your woodpeckers. No, there's two. There's like a couple, and they just come for like the Buddha fountain. That's a whole nother thing. These guys are just chilling. Yeah, sometimes your vocals end up working better as sounds. Yeah, like, to be honest with you, the more you can work with your vocals to kind of turn them into like sound design stuff, the more, unique your productions can be, and they can sound really cool. And I think that's key. So just run loose. There's no really, no one is holding you back. But the thing I wanted to actually share was sometimes with certain sounds like this one, it really occupies a lot of space in the mix. It's pretty much the whole track. I mean, this thing is massive. It's a lot going on. What I like to do is, and I already have this let me just put this on here. Like, I already have the settings set up here for myself. But basically, you find the key of your song, whatever your key is. I think in my case, it's a G minor, and then you actually take out all the frequencies that are basically you find all the key, like all the notes that are not in G, like, minor. And then so for example, let me see if I have a G minor. Turns out I don't even have the G minor, so maybe I have to make it from scratch. So I'll do it from scratch. So I'll show you from scratch. So I'm here. I'm actually using the Pro Q2. I still haven't upgraded to Pro Q3, but there is a thing called Pro Q3. So I'm gonna make this bigger so I can see these notes, right? And let me just double check. I really don't have G minor here. I don't. Funny. So then what I do is I go to ChatGPT quickly and say, and then I ask, what notes aren't in G minor? So you find the notes that aren't in G minor, which is C sharp, D sharp, F, G sharp, A sharp, B flat, E flat. So you find where the most activity is happening, which is pretty much like here. And then you can click on, let's start, let me see, where is the, okay, we'll start here. I click on C sharp and it creates that note. Then I just really go down the list. D sharp, F, G sharp, G sharp, A sharp, or B flat, and E flat, which is D sharp. Then I continue down the path and do that for these as well. So just go down to F, whoops, correct, F, it's gonna take a second, but I'll do that. This way you'll see what I'm doing. D sharp or E flat, same thing. C sharp, A sharp, G sharp, F, D sharp, C sharp, A sharp. Basically just go down the list here. C sharp, F, okay, and we'll do one more here. A sharp, G sharp, F, D sharp, C sharp. Ooh, at some point you'll run out of these nodes, so that's fine. And then you can actually select them all like this, and you put the Q all the way up, and then you use the gain to notch those. So now what you're doing is you're scooping out all the frequencies that are not in the key of G minor. Therefore, it kind of creates this cool harmonic where it makes room for all the notes that exist within that key, and it turns down the frequencies that are not in that key. So I'm going to do so this is like all the way down. Of course, that's not what we want, but we want it like that. Sounds pretty good. So this is before, this is after. It sounds a little thinner, but it really opens up a lot like in the mix. So when you put it back in the mix, so that's a cool little trick that you can use, especially when it comes to like when it comes to sounds that are like big and busy. You want that. Okay, let's see what other. So this is where I'm just gonna layer. It's fun. Let the layering begin. It's like scooping out some of the ice cream to make room for sprinkles. Yes. I'm only going to agree to that analogy because I love ice cream. But it doesn't make any sense. but yes, as long as it's ice cream and sprinkles, I'm saying yes. You are right. I visualize the sound in a space like a box and how it spreads out. So having you break it down like this makes sense. Yeah, it's a really cool. It's a really cool, like, mixing trick. Of course, you don't want to do it for every single thing, but it really helps, like the actual harmonics in a track, and it's just a good way to clean up your busy sounds, scooping them out. Ooh, and also I forgot one thing. I forgot is whenever I'm done with that, actually before, because not every song is the same, right? So I'm gonna put it back to 0, and before I do anything, I'm gonna save it because I want to store preset. I want to call it G minor, so that way in the future I have my G minor already set. So if I wanted to look for it, I don't have to no longer. You see actually here, like I have it for most keys, and also sometimes I have it for a key, but like it's just for the highs, and sometimes just for the lows. So it just all depends, but this is a good general starting point. And yeah, so I'm gonna call pluck layer 1. Yeah, I wonder what I want to call this track. I don't know yet. love this one. Cosmic Dreams. That's cool. That's really cool. That's kind of a vibe, you know? just got lost in the sauce for a second, just zoned out. but it sounds pretty cool. I like this part of it. It feels like I want it to be this like driving track, but like also the vocals, I don't know, kind of like that, like I don't know, like it's like a vibe, you know. Something with it. I kind of like it. It's cool. I like it. That's the vibe of it. Most of the time I like to see how it works on the piano. If it works on the piano, it works on anything. I mean, it works on the piano. It feels nice. I think it feels good. I'm just trying to see what I want to say. There's a lot in there. It all feels pretty right. Honestly, the one thing about playing is like I can just keep playing and playing and playing. I love, 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 love it. But I accidentally went. I'm like, yo, why haven't I added that to the thingy? But there's this noisy sound that I don't like. Let me see if I can turn that down. Actually, what I will do is, ooh, by the way, I find myself always speaking pretty softly on here. I don't know what it is. It feels very intimate. That's probably why. You know, you because most like streamers, especially like the ones that are going crazy, um, everything is so like ah, but for me, I'm just like ah. um, it's chill. I don't know. I guess I'm just doing me. Again, I'm just having random thoughts as I try to find the right sound for that idea that I have. I know I have a what am I looking for? Is it Lee? La 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 la. Oh, what is this? Hmm. Ooh, that's actually a cool sound. Let me see if it'll work with this. So I'm actually talking to my friend Laura. and because I think I might have her here on stream in November. I think she's coming. She's gonna put out her album. She's putting out her. It's like a short film that she's made for her like album that I worked on back in 2020, I think, or 2021. Um, and anyways, I'm just talking to her right now about potentially being on the stream with me. That'd be fun. Be beautiful. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go grab some water and I'll be right back. I'll be right back. And then I'm gonna listen to this one more time, and then I just actually gave blood. They took 9 vials of blood from me. I feel kind of like tired, so I want to get some water in me, um, and then listen back to what we've done, and then see where it goes. Ah. Oh my god. Okay. I think this sound is really cool too, and I want to hear what it will sound like. What's happening? Yeah, this is the exact layer this sound needed. Sounds sick. Maybe. Man, I got so tired for some reason. Just going to the doctor and back and forth, it's like it does take a lot out of you. Okay. Let's see. We need some drum fill. Okay. Let's see. I think I can use that in the beginning of the breakdown. Ooh, that's cool. Cool. I'm going to bounce this in place so we can have the audio. And as much as I want to stay on this stream, man, I am a little tired. And I've been on, how long have I been streaming for? Let's see. I have been streaming for 2 hours now. I think that's a good chunk of time. But I'm really excited about this track. I think we have actually built, Zodiac to a certain certain point, and I feel like that feels good. And I'm just gonna, let it kind of breathe. But I have this one to come back to, and yeah, and go from there. Let's see if I come back tomorrow. I might come back tomorrow, maybe take tomorrow off. But I have been trying to stream from Tuesday through Friday. So um, I try to be with you as much as possible. And maybe tomorrow I'll jump onto. Who knows? But anyways, I hope you have the most amazing Friday wherever you're watching from. And if you've been here the whole time, thank you so much. I love you. If you haven't liked, subscribed, and all that stuff, please do. It means a lot to me and your support. And yeah, and the new track is out. Bada boom! It's been amazing sharing it, and also it's been awesome just really building these new songs on stream with you, and you see it live. And yeah, have the most amazing Friday, and I will see you on the other side. All right, bye. Cheers.